Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Gul Knowledge Hub. Today, the topic which we are going to cover is very important and is as familiar to every English learner as it was 100 years back. And what is that topic? Before discussing and disclosing the topic and discussing its solution with you, and the reason why it is happening with every English learner, whether it is the English learner of previous years, whether you are the English learner of this modern era where you have all digital facilities, all digital resources like mobile phone, internet, everything. So why English learner has not coped up, has not tackled with that specific problem, and how to come out of this problem? This is the solution and this is the question of today. First, let me know very sincerely in the comment box, because this is the foundation. Your answer, your comment, your reply is the answer, because it will clarify your mind. Sorry for the bad throat, so bear it with me. The question is, does brimming, being full of, or being overflowing something, whether it is a jug, whether it is a cup, whether it is a mug, whether it is a barrel, whether it is a drum, or even a river, or even an ocean, always means that you are full of? Always gives you, or does it always give you the advantage? If river is overflowing, what is the cost? Flood. Water is essential, water is necessary for irrigation. Water is in fact the life. But do you think the same life becomes a death for anyone when it becomes a flood? The same irrigation system, the same land which was irrigated by that water is now ruined. Houses are washed off from the face of the earth. And if drum, barrel, jug, cup, mug, if it is overflowing, what would be the consequences? It would create messy condition, chaos, dirt. The same thing happens with your mind, because why this overflowing or why this brimming condition happens? Because there is no proper way to give out. Just understand this hypothesis and you will clarify all your doubts and your questions which are hidden and which are lingering and which are just teasing you every time. Now, if there would be a proper way out, and if the drum is being emptied or some water is taken up on proper or at proper time, it would not create mess. It would not create chaos. And if water is not overflowed through the rivers, the same water can be utilized for generation of electricity, for irrigation of the thousands of acres. The same condition happens with English learner. Now, do you agree with this hypothesis? Do you agree with this argument? Certainly you would be. Now coming towards today's question, today's topic is very familiar with every English learner, and I will give you the realistic solution to resolve this problem. This, I would say, the chronic problem. What is the chronic problem? Which is not a new one, which is an old one, as the English language. As English language is old, the problem is also chronic. So we have to dig out the proper, we have to diagnose I would say diagnose. Diagnose is the proper word. We have to diagnose the problem because the solution lies in the diagnosis. Solution lies in the diagnosis. Now question is, I can understand English but can't speak. Understanding is great. There is plenty of words, plethora of words. There is a flood of words, sentence structures, sentence patterns of English language. Why? Because all your academic years, all your educational years, what you are grabbing, what you are taking, the input. You are studying. If you are studying English literature, what is English literature? English words, English vocabulary, English sentences. And if you are in the, you can say, the initial stages of your English language, then you are given the books. And books are brimming. Books are full of English words, sentence structures, patterns, exercises, idioms, idiomatic expressions, and so many exercises and tenses. But still, by absorbing all these resources, you are not fluent. You can't even speak in a confident manner when you are facing a lot of crowd. You are not able to present your meetings at your school, at your college, at your university, at your or in your office. Why? The basic thing is there is no balance. Balance is missing. What kind of balance? Balance of consumption. Consumption means you are taking, and creation. What is creation? There are popularly two mediums of creation. One is speaking, the most important and the most neglected part in our educational institutions, whether they are the schools, universities, or colleges. We understand this theory, we understand this question, or we grapple with this question, we are entangled in this question, we become familiarized with this question when we have to very first time prepare for an interview. Would you agree with this solution, with this question? Yes. Most of the candidates, most of the English learners, they are just cross-legged. They don't know how to prepare. They know all the questions and their positive or all their answers. But how to produce answers through your mouth is missing because connection is missing. Creation was not the part of their education. They consumed a lot. It became a flood. It was overflowing. And it created a chaos, a mess in the mind. Now there is no proper channel to create. Everything is just like a store. Everything is just like a freezer where there are a lot of things to cook. But if a person does not know a proper recipe, how can a person cook? If you are a master chef, you can even make a best dish out of 2 ingredients. But if you are not, then hundreds and thousands of the ingredients would not give you the advantage to make a best dish. The same thing happens with English learner. Now, the picture is clear. The canvas of your English language is clear. Why you are not able to speak this language in a fluent way, as you are fluent. Your mind is fluent. Remember, your mind is fluent. Your mind is fluent, but your tongue is not. This is the problem. And how to become fluent? You have to build the connection between your mind and your mouth. Connection is missing. There is some, you can say, when there is no breakage of internet connection, All your interest is diverted into chaos. You become a perplexed personality, agitated personality, teased personality. What should I do? The same thing happens. Now, the connection between your mind and the mouth is missing. Now, coming towards the solution. Hope you have understood the whole scenario in which you are entangled. Now, let's discuss the solution. I would categorize the solution into 3 stages. The third stage is very amazing, and you will enjoy a lot. Though I am not very good at math, but we would do a justification to this. The first thing is, everyone would love to do it. Daily based challenge, weekly challenge, and monthly challenge. And believe me, if you are capable of fulfilling one day challenge, weekly challenge, and everyone can do. I am not allowing 1 hour, 2 hours, no. Be very realistic with our routine, because we are busy some way with our kids, with our offices, with our work, with anything. Modern man is very busy. He has no time to look and stare at nature. I am not saying William Wordsworth has said something like this. So, daily challenge only 40 minutes. 40 minutes. And I am giving you the basic thing, because good consumption means good creation, and good creation is equal to good impression, your clarity. And if here is clarity, there would be confidence in your voice, and confidence is the most essential part when you are delivering your meeting, when you are delivering your message, whatever you are doing. Confidence matters a lot. Sometimes you have noticed in your class, whether it is in your school, at your college, at your university, sorry for all this disturbance because of bad throat, but I am trying to do justice with this video, because this video is important more than my throat. So have you noticed that there are very brilliant students in the class? Very brilliant. And they know each and everything. But when teacher asks some question, their hand is just like this. Why? Why they are not raising like this? Their hands are just like this, behind the heads of other students. Why? The lowering hand, which is being raised by a student, shows that although he knows everything, but he is not confident. He has doubts whether I would be wrong, whether I would be right, what my students, my colleagues would think. So daily based challenge is comprised of only 40 minutes. Write somewhere 40 minutes. Okay, daily based challenge 40 minutes. And the medium of instruction which you are supposed to do is 6 minutes BBC English. 6 minutes. Only 6 minutes BBC English. Why I am recommending? Because the aim and the method and the purpose of BBC English is to impart English language on the variety of topics. It is short, crisp, full of knowledge. So, every day you have to watch BBC English, comprising of 6 minutes. 6 minutes. But here condition is that you have to watch this for 5 times. 6 minutes BBC English for 5 times. Total minutes 30. 30 minutes. 30 minutes will you consume and while listening, while watching. Because what is the benefit of 6 minutes BBC English is that not only you are listening the native speakers, but you are reading the captions, you are watching the illustrations, you are watching the visuals and the pictures or the video which is being presented on the screen. Very important. All your senses are involved. You are reading, you are listening, you are watching. So, for 5 times. Now, if you listen a short video for 5 times, most of the sentence patterns and new words would stick to your mind. Stick to your mind, not in grind, not imprinted, I am saying, Stick to your mind. Stick is very important quality. Something is sticking with this book. Now 15 minutes or 10 minutes are left. 10 minutes. 30 minutes of valuable good consumption. Now 10 minutes for your speaking skills. 10 minutes for your speaking skills. Very important. Very important. Now you have to eradicate, you have to tackle with this problem, I can't speak English. 30 minutes you are listening, watching repeatedly. Now it's the time to speak whatever you have listened. Every day, no matter what, you are having your meetings or you are having your busy schedule, you have to follow. Sometimes it becomes boring. Sometimes you do not want to do. Sometimes you are swamped or preoccupied or occupied with your different kind of schedules. But there should not be a skipping day. There should not be a holiday. You can miss a day, but you cannot miss 2 days consecutively. No. And it is advisable, don't skip even a single day. Because I can give you the solution, I can give you the suggestions, I can give you the resources, I can just describe you the most influential methods to become fluent. But the hardest thing of life is that at the end of the day, who has to follow? You. Let's be very honest, you have to follow. My video would be full of fruit, my video would be full of advantages if you are acting upon. But my video would go into trash if you are not acting. So all credit would go to you. Sorry. Next. Now, at the end of the week, what you are supposed to do every week? Very simple activity. You have to track down how many days and how many minutes you have practiced. 40 minutes for 7 days means 280 minutes. Oh my God, 280 minutes. Can you imagine? You have practiced, and bravo, kudos to you. If you have practiced for 280 minutes weekly, this is your weekly target. And if these 280 minutes are multiplied by 4 weeks in a month means month. 1120 minutes roughly. 1120 minutes roughly. Convert it into hours. Convert it into hours, and you will get to know the chance that how many hours you are practicing. A sufficient amount of time you are practicing, and 2 essential parts are being performed. One is consumption, the other thing is creation. And if you are maintaining this, or you can say a balance between these 2 things, I assure you that after 1 month, you will see a visible, a noticeable change in your confidence, vocabulary, each and everything. The graph of your confidence level will, and you will start enjoying the process. Because English would not only be a thing of boring, because the resource or the medium of instruction, the mode of instruction which I have given you is 6 BBC 6 English or 6 BBC English. Very informative, at the same time very interesting and updated one. So you will not get bored. You will enjoy. You will not skip the day. So try this method for 1 month and see where you are going now. Because now you are giving a proper channel to your spoken part, creation part. And you will come to know, as consumption is important, creation is also important. So with this concept, with this positive note, I certainly end this video. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.